What's up, all my podcasters out there listening? Thank you guys for joining me on a second episode of P Hood Talks, the talk of the hood. Now, before we go any further, can I get at least one or two of y'all to go ahead, like, share, and subscribe, please and thank you. It will greatly be appreciated. Legit on some honey stuff. Further in today's news, just a little recap on last week's episode. It's the guest for me. The expression "the guest is always right" can suck my ass through a rally strap, because that's definitely incorrect, especially in the society that we live in now. And considering the fact that society has opened up so many different doors and have made things so much more open for people and comfortable for people, ain't nobody about to sit up and take no fucking guest or no fucking consumer's attitude. Fuck you with a sick dick. Have a great day, or better yet, have the day you deserve. Further in today's news, y'all, we're gonna dive right in. Let's start with the largest generation, and believe it or not, that's Generation Z, aka Zoomers. People born in the mid to late 1990s, and with the early 2010s. Most members of Gen Z are the children of Generation X, according to Jason Dorsey. Generation Z versus Millennials. The key takeaways: members of Gen Z are more concerned about the cost of education. 21% of respondents said that. Compared to the millennials, which is only 13%, and that's about the education. Because I'd be trying to find the cheapest shit I could find. Like right now, I'm online. And it was only $1 to start. But it's an accredited online school with, legit degrees and all of that. So hey, look. I am a little bit concerned about education too, or the cost of it, but I'm not about to spend an arm and a fucking leg on it either. But that shit is crazy though, that only 13% of millennials actually worry about the cost of education. I mean, shit, I'm only somewhat. And I'm sure all the other millennials out there are somewhat concerned about education too, or the cost of it rather. But shit, education is too expensive for you to get a fucking education and then not fucking find a job. Or you find a job and it's shitty as shit. Like you think you find your dream job as shit. No, you're not gonna find that dream job nowhere, no way, no how. Anyways, so it said that millennials value stability. That's 34% of our generation, my generation. While Gen Z puts more of an emphasis on finding this much right now. What in the fuck is they doing in between time? Like, are they just living off of their parents or some shit like that? Making ends meet the best way they can? Because, I've ran into some Generation Z people, being a manager, and being over employees. The Generation Z, baby, they don't want to work. They don't want to do not a fuck thing. They just want to go home. You can give them a job to sleep and they will wake up and quit. It is fucking horrible. And their worth ethics is just down the fucking drain. So I guess they probably, preserve their energy for their quote unquote dream job and mooch off their parents the best way that they can, or whatever the fucking case may be. And that's actually a study that was shown. And again, that's 32% of the motherfuckers do that. I mean, that's a good chunk of their generation. Anyhow, more Gen Zers follow their parents' influence. 42%, compared to the millennial counterparts of 36. First of all, my mom is crazy as shit. You goddamn bat shit if you think I'm finna follow her ways. And my dad wasn't shit either. So you, again, goddamn bat shit if you think that I'm gonna follow my mom or my dad's ways. Hell no. And I don't want their influence, bitch. I'm gonna create my own path, and I got my own mind, and I'm gonna live up to what the fuck I expect myself to live up to, not what my parents do. And I don't want them to be one of the biggest influence. Well, I kind of do, but considering I don't have that luxury of my parents being my number one supporters, I get the support the best way that I can. And more than likely, it ain't my parents giving it. first and foremost, my dad passed away about 3 years ago, and my mom is back in Michigan doing who the fuck knows what. Not my business because she's a grown ass woman and she can take care of herself simply. But I do talk to her often, and I do not ask her for her opinion on anything that's going on in my life, let alone tell her anything that's going on in my life. So I do not follow my parents' influences, none whatsoever, ever. But I do notice that the Gen Zs are more of a parent's influence. Like, they literally will follow the path of their parents, whether they want to do it or whether they don't want to do it. And that's weird because, like, for me, it's like, are you going to grab yourself a sense of fucking individualism, or are you just going to be a goddamn follower of what you going to do? Because, shit, it's the influence of the parents for me. I don't know about all of that. I think that's something that you could probably keep to yourself. Legit. But, further in today's news, let me tell y'all this much. Millennials versus Gen Z, the differences in the workplace. Okay, this was a study that took place in the United States facing skill gaps in most industries. It is more critical than ever for employers to fill their talent pipelines. And while executives have spent the last decade trying to understand and work in harmony with millennials, which is a bunch of fucking bullshit, they must now acclimate to the younger and even larger generation. How is Generation Z different from millennials? What are their greatest aspirations, concerns for the future? How are they looking for work? What do they want in a career? These are the questions that I have for Gen Z. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all don't know what independence is? Or stability? Y'all like to live off y'all parents. That's called mooching. That's what I call that. That's called fucking a tit dry. Living in your mama's basement. Anyways, let's move a little further on here. So, you may have an idea, but let's be 100% sure we're all on the same page. As you may think, defining the two generations is based entirely on dates. Obviously, clearly, 20 years apart, millennials and Gen Zs. A millennial is pretty much anyone born between 1980 and 1995. I was born in 1989, if you guys were wondering. Okay. In the U.S., there are roughly 80 million millennials. A member of Gen Z is anyone born between 1996 and the early mid-2000s. I mentioned that earlier. And the end date can vary depending on, the source. Earlier I said from the source that I got that from, it was 2010. This source is stating that it ended in 2015. In the U.S., there are approximately 90 million members of Gen Z or Genzers. That's a lot of fucking Gen Z people who are going to ruin the fucking world, starting with the economy. Like, literally. That's literally my thought on that part. Gen Z, let me tell y'all, there's quite a few different names that these Genzers can go by. iGen, Sentinels. Gen Z is the fastest emerging generation of employees, consumers, and trendsetters. That's kind of hard to believe because they kind of dress weird. But then some of them kind of dress dope, so you never know. The fact that the fucking matter is Gen Z was way older than me. And, it's just crazy that I'd be seeing 21-year-olds and 22 years old full fucking beards. Like, bitch, what in the fuck is they putting in y'all Similac milk that I did not get in my milk? Because clearly I missed the development process. Because I'm trying to find out where the fuck my beard went. Because I still ain't got it. Shit. I'm about ready to go buy me a lace beard and say, fuck it. Let me get some eyelash glue. Put this shit on myself. Gen Z has come of age with numerous technologies and events shaping their world view, including YouTube for hosting and watching videos on demand. A lot of these Gen Zs like to get online and vlog and blog, and they want everybody to follow their life, and they want everybody to be up in their business. Bitch, not no millennial. We don't want you in our motherfucking business. Keep your distance and sign my paycheck. That's all you need to fucking do. Please and thank you. They also do weird things, such as, this is not that weird in today's age, but Amazon selling virtually everything they sell on fucking line. Like, bitch, open up a fucking store for goodness sakes if you gonna keep selling everything online. Fuck it, just open up a store, have a physical place and then have your little online place, That's the most worlds, if you ask me. Smartphones, and especially the iPhone. Of course, iPhone, everybody gotta have a fucking iPhone. Don't nobody want no Android. A bitch can't stand a green bubble when text messaging. Like, no. Excuse me, when are you gonna upgrade? The first African American president of the United States. So, when they say the first African American president of the United States, what in the fuck are they trying to say? I mean, I guess it's the events shaping the world because there's so many of the motherfuckers. They probably was the ones that got us President Obama, to be completely honest with you. Anyways, Uber and the larger sharing economy. These bitches like to share everything. See, and that's why we gonna crash and burn in the economic system. Because they want to share everything via smartphone, via online, Bitcoin, and all this other type of weird shit. This what do you call it? The internet money. It's called something else. Further in today's news, it's just crazy because all of that online currency, eventually, bitch, a machine is always capable of making mistakes. So I don't know if I actually really trust machines that much because they can be, weird as fuck like human beings and malfunction and all types of weird shit. But anyways, we'll see how the shit goes. They didn't let old Biden up in the office and everybody think stimulus checks, but bitch, we need another one and we need it to be tripled this time. Thank you. But yeah, if y'all watch The Simpsons at all, I want y'all to understand one thing about The Simpsons. The Simpsons have predicted every fucking thing that is happening, that has happened, and that will happen. And if you watch the episode of The Simpsons where Trump was pushed out of the White House and Biden was brought in, and they showed that everything was going smoothly, and then a turn for the fucking worst happened. The economy fell badly. And I think that's going to be the issue that happens with us due to COVID. COVID is so bad out here right now, like shit, you can expect any minute now the whole fucking economy gonna shut down, businesses gonna bankrupt yet again, small businesses at that. Like, who the fuck got time for this? And if you ask me, I think the government putting that bullshit out because people just need to go get vaccinated. But fuck that vaccination, people got a free will. But I tell you what, if you live in the United States of America, fuck that free will and fuck that freedom of speech. Because guess what? You ain't got a freedom of not a goddamn thing. You barely got a freedom to motherfucking breathe. So I tell you what you could do. You can take whatever your thoughts and your opinions is and you can shove it. Because that's exactly what the government gonna tell you to do. Bitch, get vaccinated. That's all you need to do. And if you don't get vaccinated, we coming out with a 5th COVID for your fucking ass, or a 4th one, or a 6th one, or whichever fucking number they decide to put out. But anyways, they're gonna keep coming out with fucking COVID. And they're gonna inject it into one person who's just gonna carry it on out to the world and give it to everybody else. And this time around, they're gonna say, oh, you can catch it in a 20-mile radius if no one's around you, like some stupid shit like that. Like, what the fuck? They come up with shit. I'm trying to tell you. Like, you can't tell me. Bitch, I saw a video of the motherfucking people creating rain clouds. And you gonna tell me that you don't think the government is capable of more than what the fuck they give out? They ain't capable of just giving y'all motherfucking asses social security checks. Bitch, they capable of fucking with the weather. They capable of manipulation and all types of weird ass shit. You know what? But you know, a guy gonna stop. He gonna disperse, stock and replenish. He's gonna get rid of some folk and he gonna pull some new folk in. Don't worry about it, because right now the world is going to shits, and I don't know who the fuck to blame. I don't know who to point the finger at, because this shit is absolutely ridiculous and out of pocket. Like, literally. Anyways, further in today's news, let's stay on topic. Alright, so y'all look, we're gonna swing on over to Generation X. And I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of characteristics about Generation X, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Generation X was born between approximately 1965 to 1976. They came of age in the midst of skyrocketing divorce rates in the U.S., a new trend of both parents working, and the birth of personal computing and personal technology devices such as the Commodore 64, whatever the fuck that is, the Atari, and Walkman. Now, I know what those two are. I had an Atari, but I don't know what a Commodore 64 is. It sounds like some type of fucking cassette player or some shit, you know? But anyways, Generation X witnessed the start of MTV in 1981, and God knows MTV has been out for goddamn millennial centuries, if that even makes fucking sense. And was influenced by, but they were influenced by popular high school movies such as 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club. Now, I don't know what 16 Candles is, and The Breakfast Club that I know of got Charlamagne the God on it, so I'm not entirely sure if Charlamagne was alive or born. I'm sure he was, probably in the late 1970s or something like that, but he wasn't doing The Breakfast Club, so I don't know what their Breakfast Club was. Anyways, Generation X, particularly in the USA, came of age at the beginning of the AIDS epidemic that had to be super harsh. This was a crazy year to be born in, y'all. The crack epidemic. Like, bitch, first of all, I don't want to be born into the crack epidemic, please. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to be born as a crack baby. Because my mama doing crack. I ain't got that to do. Okay? Bitch, I got to learn when I'm able to. Okay? The Iran-Contra affair. A lot of you Gen X folks may know what that is, the Iran-Contra affair. But let me tell you a secret. I did not educate myself on that. And I have no fucking idea what the fuck it is. But that was a part of their era. Along with energy crisis. Sounds like somebody was sucking up all the fucking energy. What the fuck was they going through with the energy crisis? What happened? What y'all was doing? You know what? We're just gonna keep going. Gen X has proven to be excellent leaders and founded many of today's most influential tech companies, including Google and Dell. While far too often Gen X is not talked about enough, they are a key component, actually the glue that holds everything together within many workforces. And they are at a key moment in both life stage and leadership roles. Gen X is already taking over senior leadership roles, a trend which only will accelerate. Hey, there it is. Gen Z's did some stuff. They the glue. They the glue holding you hoes together. Y'all better give them people they respect, okay? That's why they say respect your elders. Respect your elders, Generation Z. Please and thank you. Some of you millennials need to learn how to do that too. Respect your fucking elders. I'm just going to give y'all a little bit of characteristics about the millennials, okay? Also known as Gen Y, Echo Boomers, and Digital Natives. Born from approximately 1977 to 1995. However, if you were born anywhere from 1977 to 1980, you are a cusper, which means you can have characteristics of both millennials and Gen X. This is an advantage because it makes you empathetic. Key influences would be the Columbine school shooting, Y2K. I definitely remember Y2K and the Columbine school shooting. That was some crazy shit. Y2K, we thought the world was gonna fucking end. We thought the power was gonna go out. And, well, the power, I was living in Detroit at that time. The power did actually fucking go out. But everybody was creeped the fuck out that the world was really gonna end when we first hit 2000s, like legit. Terrorist attack, September 11, 2001, the crazy ass event that we still stand silent for on September 11th. When that goddamn plane ran into that Twin Tower. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit was staged. The goddamn government planned it. They was working in cahoots with them hoes. You can say what you want to say. And Biggie predicted it. When he said blow up like the world trades, we all knew he meant blow up as in, you know, get big or famous or whatever. But just think about what the word blow up or the phrase blow up actually means. Okay, that man predicted the fucking future damn near. The World Trade Centers blew up. Literally, they're no longer in existence. Facebook birth and early adoption of social media. Man, I remember being in ninth grade. I didn't even know what the fuck a Facebook was in the ninth grade. I think I didn't know what Facebook was until I got like, not, well, it was out when I was like probably in the 6th grade, but I didn't know nothing about it until I got probably in the 10th grade, because they kept that shit secretive. It wasn't for, little kids like how they got it now, because Facebook didn't change a lot. It used to be like you had to be a certain age to be on Facebook back in the day, but now they got it to where everybody and their mama could get on Facebook, get your blue check mark, go on live and be a dumbass. The Great Recession in 2008. Y'all, let me be quite frank with you. I cannot remember what the Great Recession was, but I can only imagine what that was, because in 2008 I was in college. I was going to Oakland University. And baby, I wasn't thinking about no motherfucking Great Recession. I was trying to have the time of my life. I was at every frat party getting drunk until I threw up on the bitch floor. Fuck you talking about. So I don't know about the Great Recession. I had a great time in 2008. A great time. Yes, sir. In many countries, including the U.S., millennials are the largest generation in the workforce and marketplace. Millennials are finally entering their wealth acclimation phase and starting families, which is very true. I think as a millennial, when you hit the age of 30, that's when you go to saying, okay, it's time for me to start I need to get some real money and quit playing in these streets. I need to get some money, a foundation, and start a family, and I need to build. Anyways, baby boomers were born from approximately 1946 to 1964. A tidal waves of birth created the appropriately named baby boomer generation, as they literally represent a boom in the birth rate. So back in them days, baby, them people was out there fucking like jackrabbits, like nobody could fuck. Bitch, in public, in the bathroom, they didn't give fuck. Oh, you wanna fuck? Alright, cool, let's go. Bitch, because that was the generation where the birth of babies was just booming. Like, mad crazy. Damn near to the point where they probably decided to say, look, bitch, you gonna have to tie your tubes after 2 kids, okay? Because by now you doing too much. But anyways, the massive generation came of age in the aftermath of World War II, during a time of economic expansion that included the creation of the first suburb. But it's most important to note that baby boomers do not remember this. The War of the World, which was II. Baby boomers are also come of age during a time of massive social change. Key events that influenced by baby boomers as they came of age include civil rights movement, the Cold War, counterculture of the 1960s, and the Vietnam War. God damn, the baby boomers just was fucking like jackrabbits, bitch, and going through war with the world. They was at war, baby. Peace, love, and happiness is what they was running around that bitch spreading, and fucking like jackrabbits and making babies everywhere. God damn. Well, shit. Baby boomers are known for work ethic and work style, as well as the impact they've had on leadership and organization. Listen, I talk about baby boomers and how they continue to impact industries boards in society. While baby boomers are retiring every day, the generation as a whole, I believe that we all here for a purpose, and we all here to do something of value on this earth. And if you so happen to complete what it is that you are here to do at an earlier pace, God then removes you, letting you know that your purpose has been fulfilled on earth. I need you to clean your vessel out and come on back up here. Simple, right? That's what some of us could think. The world changes every day, all day. And as human beings, the only choice that we have when growing in this type of society is to adapt and to go forward. To become better people, to become more knowledgeable people, more radical people, more sane people. I always say it's a dog-eat-dog out here world. But if you think about all the things that each generation has contributed to this world, everything connects together which gives you everything that you have in your personal life right now. Baby boomers and Generation X, they literally paved the way for us to have the things that we have now. So be grateful. Respect your elders. Understand what it is of a contribution that folks or generations in this matter have done for our society today in 2022. They have shown us what it is that we can do and what we are capable of and how we need to do it. The only question is, when the fuck are we gonna do it? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this brings our second episode of P Hood Talks to an end. Join me every Saturday at 12 a.m. Central Standard Time on any platform. Spotify, Apple, Google. Find me. Just search P Hood, the Talk of the Hood. Up in the search bar, I'll pop right up, right at the top for you, I'm pretty sure. But join me next time for the third episode of P Hood Talks. Some shit you won't want to miss. I'm trying to tell you. Cause when I ride, I'ma ride with you.